morning, guys. Sorry again about the crazy weird light, but daylight savings time is really messing with my camera. It is 6:57 in the morning. You can see it's not very bright out here. I was loving right before daylight savings driving to work in the brightness, and it'll work itself out. I know that, but right now it's dark going to work, and I hate that. It's one of the things I hate about winter time sometimes is how dark it is. Like, I get to work and it's dark for like an hour before the sun starts to come up, and that just drives me nuts. But I would rather drive to work in the dark and drive home in the sunlight and have some sunlight when I get home. So, to each his own, I suppose. It's 34 degrees out here. It's pretty cold this morning. We had a little bit of snow overnight. It's flurrying even now, but nothing to write home about. Like, you know, nothing major. I was hoping for a delay, but I think we're done. I think snow and delays and closings, I think we're done. And as much as I hate to admit the fact that I think we're done getting snow and closings for the school year, I am so excited that spring and summer are right around the corner. I feel like this has been a long, cold winter. Like, we haven't had a lot of snow, but we've had a lot of rain, and the rain has been just yucky cold, and I'm over it. Like, I'm just really over winter this year, and I don't usually get that way. Like, I love all four seasons. Don't get me wrong. There are things about winter I do love. I love snow, but I love snow from, I always say I love snow, but I love snow from inside my house. In other words, I like to be inside the house watching the snow outside with a nice fire in the fireplace, and you know, the dog's outside playing, and they come in and they get in front of the fire and get cuddly warm, and you know, I love a good cup of coffee on that morning, or I love some chili. So, you know, I love winter when it comes to things like that. I hate getting up and going to work in the winter. I always said, like, people used to say years ago, eventually we're going to go to all year school, you know, year-round school. And I used to think, okay, well, I want the spring and summer, and I'll be off in the winter, because then I would like find some place to go in the winter where I could go someplace warm and be here in the summer times when it is warm. That was back when I thought that I would make enough money as a teacher to be able to travel like that. Little did I know, but you know, young and stupid. But anyway, I love my job, don't get me wrong. I just don't think teachers make enough money, but I don't think I'm alone in that thought. But anyway, yesterday was good. For a Monday, I did really well. I ended the day with 3 points, and I tracked everything. Scale was up a little bit this morning, but I know that throughout the week it is. Also, I knew going into this week that I may be up a little bit up until Thursday, and that's because I am eating packaged meals, like the Lean Cuisine steamers. They're, the highest one I got was three or 4 points, and then the lowest one I got was 1 point. I haven't eaten the 1 point one yet. I'm actually saving that for the night that I know I'm going to have air fried chicken nuggets and french fries, because that'll be a high point dinner. So I'm saving that 1 point meal for lunch. That'll probably be Thursday. But tonight we're having tacos, turkey tacos. And that's not too bad. I only have one shell because I make mine like a taco salad. So I ain't worried about that too much. Anyway, I forgot what I was saying. Oh, so yesterday I had the zoodles, which I'm not usually a big fan of zoodles. I think when I first discovered them, I ate them too much. And these I just didn't. I liked them. I didn't hate them. So what I did is I took some chicken, I wish I would have added some mushrooms, but I took some chicken, some onion, some broccoli mix. It was like broccoli, cauliflower, carrot mix. I put that in a pan with a little bit of water. I try really hard not to use olive oil because I will overuse olive oil. I got that, I don't even know, but I will overuse olive oil. Put it in a nonstick pan with a little bit of water just to kind of get everything done. And then I added 4 pieces, 4 triangles of the Baby Bell Asiago cheese. I added a bunch of garlic. I added a bunch of Italian seasoning. And then I got that all kind of soupy. And then I added a little bit of, I kind of cooked it down until there was no liquid. And then I added a little bit of the pasta water. I made whole wheat pasta for the family and added a little bit of the pasta water to it to thicken it up. And then I took out a serving of it, of the sauce, which I thought it made 4 servings, so I counted it as 1 of the Baby Bell cheese. Actually, I think I counted it as 2, just to be on the safe side, because I gave myself 3 points for it, so yeah, I guess I did. And then I put mine over the zoodles, and I put theirs over the whole wheat noodles. And then I had 2% fat, 2% fat, or I don't know, whatever it's called, of the mozzarella cheese, and I just had that in a bag sitting on the side, and they could put that on as they wanted. So I put a very little bit, like less than a tablespoon on mine, just to have like a little melty flavor. And then I had the 2-ingredient dough that I had turned into garlic knots, and they were delicious. Like, I probably had 4 of those, but they're like this big. So I did count them as 2 servings, but I don't think they were really 2 servings. But they were so good. And even Norm's like, these are a hit. Like, you've got to continue to make these. And you know, I made pretzels out of them. I made stuffed pretzels out of them, which I showed you last night. They were not pretty. But then I also made the garlic knots, and the garlic knots were so good. So I'm considering doing a garlic loaf out of that, and I don't know if, I don't know, just kind of playing around with it. I got plenty of yogurt and self-rising flour left, so I'm going to play around with it a little bit, maybe this weekend, but those knots were so good. And guys, all I did was make the dough like I'm supposed to, rolled it out into snakes like they show you, and then I kind of circled them, like pinwheeled them, I don't know how to, like, you know, like rolled them up on himself. And I put a little bit of the egg wash on it, and I mean a very little bit of egg wash on them. And then, because I don't have a brush, so I was doing it with a spoon. And then I put garlic salt on them. And then yesterday, when I put them in the toaster oven to warm them back up, and I didn't put them in for very long because I didn't want them crusty. I sprayed them with spray butter and topped them with a little bit more garlic and put them in there. Oh my goodness, they were so good. The problem is, I'm glad I only made a couple, because if I had made a lot, I think I would have eaten a ton of them because they were so good. But again, it's choices, and I feel like compared to the garlic bread I would have bought from the store, which is, you know, completely processed and big and tons of salt and sugar and whatever, I feel like it was a better choice. Yes, I still have to not overeat them, but I felt much better about it. I think between the garlic salt and also the packaged meals that I'm eating, I was up a little bit this morning, and I'm okay with that. And I can tell, it's funny, my rings fit differently when I've had salt. So, and I know that a lot of women are that way. And normally by the end of the day, my rings are kind of falling off. And this morning they are fitting, or they are fitting, but they're fitting like normal. So I guess it's salt plus, you know, being asleep. So I got up this morning. I didn't end up wearing it, but I put on a jacket, like a suit jacket. And I think I told you guys this. So one of the things I love to do is look at characters on TV shows that I really love. I used to do it a lot with Young and the Restless. I'm a Young and the Restless lover. And I would look at the stars, right? Of course, when I was younger, I would look at the younger ones. Now I look at the old ladies, the matriarchs of the show. And I used to try to copy their outfits with things I had in my closet, and sometimes I could and sometimes I couldn't. And I try to like look at their outfit and say, okay, what do I have in my closet I can do that with? And the other day, I think I told you I did it with Phyllis, where it was just a regular white sweater with a chunky necklace and black pants and black boots. And I thought, you know, my whole life I've done that. And then as I got bigger, I would do it and I'd put it on, and in my head I would imagine it one way, and then I'd put it on and I'd be like, ew, like I can't wear that. But I put it on that day and I was really excited about it. So another show I love so much is Scandal. And I just love the way that Olivia dresses. Like, love her. Now, you know, I'm a teacher. I don't work in an office where I need power suits and heels. I couldn't wear heels all day. But the other day she had on just pants and like a tapered suit top and a pair of boots. And it was adorable. And today we have our superintendent of schools coming in, and so you know you want to be a little bit dressed up, and so I put the pants on, I put the boots on, and I put the suit top on, and it was last summer when I was interviewing in that suit was too small, but only by a little. Like I could wear it, I just couldn't wear it comfortably. And today I put it on and it was big. And I don't know why I was shocked. I've lost almost 50 pounds, but for some reason I was like shocked that it didn't fit me. But I loved the look. I loved the way it looked with the boots and the pants and whatever. And I was like, oh my God, I just created an outfit from TV and I didn't hate it. So I ended up not wearing it. It was, I guess, a little too much. I don't know. But so I didn't wear it. I ended up putting a sweater on with the same pants and boots. But I was excited that I actually got it, and I thought the look looked great. So, and it has like a little flare at the bottom, and I know for a while when I was wearing that suit to interview in, I was like, I hate this flare because it makes my hips look so big, that I had gone out and bought another suit jacket that didn't do that. It was more of like a bolero. So I don't know, like now I'm really happy with it, but I feel like if I lose 10 more pounds, I won't be able to wear it. It'll be way too big. So, and of course I want to lose like 30 more pounds. So eventually I'm going to have to give up that suit. But anyway, so, you know, non-scale victory. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm firm in the fact now. I think I've finally told myself enough times that when I started this journey back in May of 2017, I said, you know, I want to be 170 anything, right? I was going to be happy with 170 anything. Well, right now I'm 171, you know, and I'm unhappy with it because I've now set a new goal. But if I could tell that woman in May, you know, hey, by really January, you're going to be 170 something, I'd have been like, no way, it's not going to happen. And I'd have made a deal. I'd have made a deal with the devil and said, you know what, if you can make that happen, you don't have to, I don't have to lose any more weight. That'll be good enough. So I'm going to celebrate what I've already done. I've lost almost 50 pounds, you know, and, I have to celebrate that and stop worrying. Like, okay, so like this week I lost 1.5 pounds. I lost 1.5. And this morning, yeah, I got on the scale and I was up a little, but that doesn't even bother me. But this morning I was like, oh my gosh, what are you going to do to get this weight going? What are you going to do to get this weight? And I'm like, wait, what are you talking about? You lost 1.5 pounds. What do you mean, what are you going to do? You're going to keep doing what you've been doing because it's working. So sometimes it's that I get so used to beating myself up about not losing weight or not losing weight fast enough or just being fat that I forget to celebrate that I did have a loss, or that I maintained, or that, hey, you've lost 50 pounds or almost 50 pounds in a few months. So I forget to celebrate sometimes, you know, because I don't see a transformation the way other people do. You know, like they'll see and they'll say, oh my gosh, you lost so much weight, where I forget about it and I think, oh, you're still so big. So I'm coming to terms with that, and I'm actually looking forward to kind of getting some new summer clothes, or even shopping my own shorts drawer and being able to put on shorts I haven't been able to put on in years. I mean, I went a good summer, not this past summer really, because this past summer I kind of don't even really remember, but like 2 summers ago, I spent the summer in capris or capri workouts, because I didn't want to wear shorts, because if I wore shorts they would bunch up in the middle and you could just tell I was fat, or my legs rubbed together if they were too short and that was uncomfortable, or I had to wear them so long they made me look shorter because I'm only 5'2". So I don't know, I had a pair of shorts that I bought a couple 4th of Julys ago, and they're like red, white, and blue, kind of flaggy shorts, and so adorable. And at the time I was so mad because yeah, they came out of like the junior section or whatever, but they were a size above what I was wearing in like a regular size. So when I put them on, I was like, oh, they're even a size bigger than I need. Well, when I got home, they didn't fit. I mean, didn't fit. Like I couldn't get them up. And I was like, what the heck? And I know that they were a junior, so they were cut different, I guess, but they should have at least gone up. So then, like a summer after that, I was able to wear them, but they were so uncomfortable. I wore them for like half a second outside and kind of like made my appearance, and then I changed. So I tried them on the other day. This was about a month ago, and they fit. I mean, they still were a little uncomfortable in the leg area. And I was kind of bummed because I was like, dude, you've lost almost 50 pounds and these things still don't feel good. But I also have to remind myself they were made for teenagers. So, you know, they're a little shorter than I want them to be. So even though they're still kind of my goal shorts, I still might not wear them. But I have a tank top that goes with them that also is like red, white, and blue and whatever. And I had that on last summer. As a matter of fact, I think it was my profile picture for a while. So I'm actually going to look forward to wearing that and shopping my clothes closet and going out and getting some new stuff. Bathing suits still freak me out because I have 3 children and one of them was a cesarean. So I will never get kind of the muscle in my lower abs back because it was cut through, because it was an emergency cesarean, and that's a whole nother story. I'll tell you that story another day. So I will never really get that back. So I still have to wear a bigger bottom because I have to pull that in. But I'm looking forward to wearing a bathing suit this year that actually fits me. For years I've been wearing either one that was too big because I had it, or one that was too small and covering it with cover-ups. So I don't know. I would really like, you know how there's like people who do bra fittings? I need someone who does like a bathing suit fitting, like someone who can say, this is what your bathing suit should look like, and this is the size bathing suit you should be in. Like, I need someone to do that. Anyway, I think that was about it. My ears are bothering me this morning. My nose is bothering me. I really think I'm starting to get sick, and that just makes me want to cry. I didn't take my vitamin this morning either. It's a tea night. Tonight I'll be having tea. If you don't know, I am on doctor's orders going to be drinking the Smooth Move tea every other night. If I drink it every night, it will stop working. So I told her that, and she said, try every other, and if it stops working, then try every 3. And I was doing every 3, and that was kind of working. But every now and then, the tea just doesn't work. It just doesn't kick in. But she wants me to do it every other night, and then my plan is, if it stops working, to switch to something else, like a different kind of stimulant tea, and then back. But, you know, we'll see what happens. It worked yesterday, so didn't take it last night, so I'll take it tonight. I think that is pretty much all I have. I'm waiting in this long line to get through the gates of my of my job. So Amber's still complaining about the angle of this camera. She's still saying it's giving me too many chins. So I don't know what I'm supposed to do. If I do it that way, it still looks terrible. So I don't know. I don't know if she wants me to put it like on the ceiling or something. I don't know what she expects me to do. So anyway, I'm going to jump off here, and I probably got 10 minutes before I'm even going to get close to the gate. So I will probably watch 10 minutes of another video, and I did really good at showing you my food yesterday. I did forget to show you my whipped cream and jello, but I showed you the empty bowl, so that counts, right? Today all I've had so far is an apple. I considered bringing a hard-boiled egg this morning, but then I remembered at my actual breakfast, I'm going to be having eggs, so I didn't want to have too many eggs. So I will see you guys, well, for you in about a second when I show you my breakfast, but that'll be about 2.5 hours from now. All right, so breakfast today is 2 eggs with 1 slice of Canadian bacon for 0, a banana, and my water. All of this is 0 points. Oh, I do have a little bit of sugar-free syrup on there, but not enough to make any points. My lunch today is the Simply Steamers grilled basil chicken. This I think is 3 points, maybe 4. And this is 2 points for my salad, and jello for 0, and water for 0. Hi guys, it is Tuesday, March 13th, I think. Just realized my battery's almost dead on my Fitbit, so I gotta make sure I charge that tonight. According to my car, it is 46 degrees outside. I have to call BS on that because I don't think so, because it is cold. And but then again, it's been cold for days, and I don't know. I'm tired of being cold. I'm cold to my bones, and I'm tired of it. Like I said this morning, I am ready for summer, spring, but done with winter. So today went pretty well. I had my eggs, and I showed all this to you. I had my eggs for 0. I had my 1 slice of Canadian bacon for 0. I had a little tiny bit of sugar-free syrup on my eggs just because it tasted good for 0. And then I had a banana for 0. I had an apple for 0. I had my steamer's lunch, which was 4. And then I had my jello for 0, sugar-free jello. I had my, what else did I have? Oh, I had a salad for 2. So I had like 6 points that I'd eaten. And then I had 4 points of chocolate. So, I'm doing good. Like I feel like I'm missing something, but either way, I've drank a ton of water, and I've got like 13-ish, 13? I feel like I got 13 or 14 points going into dinner. We're supposed to have tacos because it's Tuesday, but I gotta tell you, I'm not feeling tacos tonight. If I get home and tacos is what we're having, then tacos is what we're having, and I'm alright with it, I guess. I don't know. I'm telling you, I have been fighting this, whatever this is, for like a week. My stomach is upset. I have a headache. My nose is like all tingly through here, like you get right before you get sick. And I almost feel like, just come already and get it over with, but I don't want to be sick. So I don't know. But anyway, I'm not feeling the best. I'm trying to think. Oh, so what I wanted to jump on here, excuse me, and talk about was today during lunch, I was perusing the Weight Watchers Facebooks that I follow. Now, let me disclaim here that these are not Weight Watchers Facebook posts that are sponsored by, affiliated with, or in any way in conjunction with Weight Watchers. There are things like Weight Watchers freestyle recipes, Weight Watchers freestylers, that kind of thing. So as I was going through them, I kind of realized that a lot of people on here, a couple of different things that are really bugging me. Number one, I see a lot of people encouraging other people to not use their weeklies. Like, people will get on and say, do you use your weeklies? And then people will answer, no, I never use my weeklies, otherwise I don't lose weight. Or, you shouldn't be using your weeklies. Or, weeklies are only for emergencies. And I'm like, And I know some people try very hard not to use their weeklies, and weeklies they use them for, you know, special occasions or dabble here and there with them. But I feel like you got to play with the system a little bit and figure out what works for you. What I know is saving my weeklies until the end of the week is what I want to do, but it doesn't always work. So my weight loss ends up being a little less than I want it to be because I tend to overeat on Friday and Saturday. So, but it was just bothering me. So I guess my question is, do you guys eat your weeklies? I mean, I thought that's what they were there for. But, you know, people were saying, I don't lose if I use my weeklies. If I don't, you know, if I use them, I don't lose. So I don't even touch them. I pretend that they're not there. So I guess they're definitely not using their rollovers because they don't want extra weeklies, I guess. I don't know. That just confuses me. And then I guess the other thing that I noticed that is kind of weird to me is I see a lot of people getting on these sites and saying things like, how do I know how many points I'm supposed to get? And they'll tell you, I had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich with, you know, a banana. How many points is that? And, you know, or they'll say, I'm following the smart points, or I'm following freestyle points. That's the one that gets me. And they'll say, is that freestyle points or smart points? And I'm like, And then some people are still following their smart points because they're tracking on paper. It seems to me that there's a lot of people following the Weight Watchers program who have not like subscribed to it, who are not members, who have not joined. And people get angry at those people, and they're like, you know, here I am paying my monthly subscription or my monthly dues or whatever, and you're coming on here every time you eat something and asking how many points is this? Or you know, they try to convince people to share the weekly whatever with them. And at first I was like, oh, go to YouTube and people will share the weekly with you, or, you know, go to YouTube and you can see what people eat. And then I stopped because people were getting mad at me, and they were saying, like, you know, don't tell these people what they're doing because if they want it, they should pay for it like we are. And I don't know. I guess I was kind of like, I don't know, some people can't afford it. And I feel like if I was struggling and somebody was willing to help me, I don't know. And of course, I don't want to give out information either because I know it's proprietary information for Weight Watchers, and I certainly don't want to be like in trouble, you know, and be like, no, you can't do that. So I just kind of stopped talking in these groups. And then yesterday, I guess I saw a post and I was just kind of done. And I think I'm going to go through and get rid of some of these groups because the question was, I swear to God, this is true. Does anybody know how many points is in the 3-point bagel? 3? So, I don't know. I know that there are trolls and people who go in there just try to stir the pot. You know, so people will get on and they'll say things like, you know, I was on freestyle and I gained 50 pounds. Or, you know, I don't use my weeklies because you're not really supposed to. And if you're using your weeklies, you're doing it wrong. And I know there's trolls and that's what they're trying to do. But then there's other people who like downright are just giving bad information or giving their opinions, which is fine. I just wish people would say, you know, that's your opinion, you know? And the thing that bothers me the most, like I said before, is people who get on and say, I only lost 1 pound this week, I'm considering quitting. Or I only lost 5 pounds this week, I'm like, are you crazy? If I lost 5 pounds in a week, I would think that I died, you know, or an organ fell out. Because I'm a turtle, I lose 1 pound, maybe 1.5 pounds. I think the most I've ever lost was 1 pound in like 1.7. I don't even think I've ever broken the 2 pound mark. So, anyway, I don't know. I just wanted to find out, like, does anybody follow, like, Facebook groups that are not affiliated with Weight Watchers, but I don't know, and then they get annoyed by them. So I don't do Instagram. I don't Snapchat. I very rarely Twitter. I only Twitter for my job. So I am strictly YouTube and Facebook. So are there Facebook groups that you all follow that are good Weight Watchers Facebook groups, I guess is my question. Or do you have one? Tell me yours, and I'll join. If you're open, if you're open members. But anyway, I don't know. I just wanted to vent a little about that. I really think I'm going to go through tonight and kind of get rid of some of those pages, because not only is it kind of a constant barrage of, I don't know, weird questions, but also it takes up my news feed on my Facebook, and I don't even see anything but them. But either way, let me know what you guys think, and I will show you guys dinner regardless of what I decide to have. Talk to you soon.